This here is the largest banyan tree in North America. This is in the town of Lahaina on the island of Maui in the Hawaiian Islands. This is a Ficus bengalensis, and it was planted in 1873. It's not native to this area. This tree, which is located right on the wharf, about a block in, you see the ocean out there, and right on Front Street, which is the old part of town, takes up, this one single tree takes up almost an entire city block. The tree isn't particularly tall, and unlike some of the other banyan trees that I have seen around here and on Oahu and in Florida that have singular trunks, this tree doesn't have a singular, it has a central trunk, but it's there's about 8 or 10 trunks that come up from the ground. The tree's about 45 feet tall at the highest, maybe 50, and it is almost the full length of the block. I'm guessing probably 400 feet wide in one direction, and probably about good 300 feet wide, 250, 300 feet wide in the other direction. We'll walk around the outside before going in, and what you're looking at here are the trunks, the support trunks. They're not the main tree itself. Here's Front Street in downtown Lahaina, Old Town Lahaina. So we're going to walk in, and again, these trunks that we're looking at are not the main trunk. These are the support trunks. Remember, this tree was planted in about 1873 according to the plaque here. We're heading for the main trunk right now, which has about it looks like it's about a dozen actual trunks that come up off of it. And it has these scaffolds that come out laterally, and then what they do is they drop down these roots. You can see these roots here. Actually, they're vines. I don't know what the technical term is, but they're vines that come down. And I'm pointing up to one right here. You can see they come down, and then when they eventually hit the ground, they sprout roots, and over a period of time they become a support. They form a whole new trunk, and there's dozens and dozens of these trunks. They form support, and then these come out, and then these branches come out and they form new supports. For example, let's take a look at one here. Here is this trunk comes out from the parent tree, and it dropped and formed a new trunk, and then it has continued, and it continues out and forms another. The scaffold comes out and forms another trunk out here. So this is like 3 trunks removed from the parent tree, and we see a number of these where there's like 3 or 4 trunks removed from the parent tree. It's an amazing thing to look at, and it literally is a whole forest made up of one tree. Again, the largest banyan tree in North America. Now this is in March in Hawaii, the island of Maui. So I'm going to go over here, and this is one of the branches that's out, about 3 or 4 trunks. So this branch here is supported by this trunk here, and then this trunk continues on, and it's sprouting out new branches that will, if they come down, they will form trunks and act as supports for this branch here that comes out this far, and it goes out about 40 feet, 50 feet, and eventually it'll get too heavy and it will send down new sprouts and support itself, and the tree keeps growing that way. This has a fruit on it, a red fruit. Now here's a close-up of the leaves. These are just a few feet above the ground, and here are some examples of the red a banyan tree fruit right there. And this is in the ficus family, so a fig tree is a ficus, and I'm looking at the fruit here. The leaf is a little different than a fig leaf. It's a totally different shape, but the fruit is similar. The bark looks a little bit like a fig too. Here's one of the larger trunks that comes off of the parent tree, which is over there. And this one comes over here. And this is literally a whole tree in and of itself. The main trunk is probably 3 feet diameter breast height, or more than that actually, probably almost 4. Pretty amazing. And then you see how large it has, large trunks that come up off of it. And then it goes out about another 40 or 50 feet, and it's planted more supports down here. I can actually walk in here and stand inside these supports. I'm literally inside. There's multiple trunks that come down. I'm inside. There you have it. Amazing natural phenomenon here. How trees, in this case, propagate themselves and spread and take over a whole area and form their own habitat, their own ecosystem.